Hey guys, Street Stand Silver Garage. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. It's free. You can unsubscribe at any time, but please subscribe whether you like our enduro races or our hot challenges or my how-to videos.
That is on.
Or me just building this 1,000 horsepower Civic right here that I'm standing in the engine bay of. Remember, at 1,000 subscribers, I'll be getting pepper sprayed and tased at the same time. So please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you guys don't miss anything. And let's get on with today's video. Okay guys, Justin here with another episode for our 600 horsepower B-Series LS VTEC build. So this is going to be a how-to video, how to Devcon your block or epoxy fill your block, which is the epoxy fill, which we actually picked up from a guy on Facebook, and I will put a link to his stuff in the description below. His name is Chris's Epic Tuning. So we actually got all of his stuff here, and it came with directions. I think I left them lay over there. And it came with its own directions. Supposed to turn blue. Okay, so we're going to show you how to do this, and directions seem pretty simple. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. We got the block cleaned up. The top surface has all been cleaned, prepped, ready to go. So we're going to start by turning you guys down so you can see the block, and then that should be good right there. So what you want to do first is you need some painter's tape, and we're going to tape the block up. Okay, after you get this pretty much cleaned up pretty good, some extra pieces on there. Okay, so I've already cleaned in this area with my die grinder and some sandpaper, and scuffed it all up for this stuff to stick. So this is pretty much what you want to do. Got another piece hanging here. Cut that off. Alright. So I hope I brought enough. We'll use sugar, guys. So I put sugar in a bag. I hope I brought enough. I don't know if I got enough or not. I need to grab a rag. Okay, you want to take a rag and put in the water pump hole so your sugar doesn't come out. So that should work, and we will take, and I'm just going to cut the corner off the bag so I can like kind of funnel it in. So you just want it in here, probably an inch, 3/4 of an inch to an inch below the top of the block, so that way we can fill it with epoxy. because you only want the top like 3/4 done. So we're going to put this sugar in here. Alright guys, all the sugar is in place. What I actually ended up doing is taking this little wrench here. I think it's a 8mm. I think it's an 8mm. Marked an inch up on it and went around and held it in an inch and kind of flattened all the sugar out all the way around here. So now we should have a roughly an inch that doesn't have sugar in it. So now we have to mix this with this. It's just, I don't know what color this is. This is like a, I don't know what it is, some type of activator, hardener probably. But we're gonna go ahead and get this open here. Okay, stuff looks like a little yellow goo. Let's see if I can get it. I can't get it in there for you. I'll show you in the bag. I'm gonna put it in a big freezer Ziploc baggie, guys, because I gotta mix this stuff together. Okay guys, it's kind of like a pukey green color, yellow color, whatever. So now we got okay, so we got the epoxy in here. What we have to do is dump this activator in, and it should start turning blue. And once it's all blue, then we put it in the block and we let it sit. Takes a good 24 hours for it to set up and be good to go. As you guys can tell, it's starting to turn blue. We dumped the activator in there, so what we want to do is get rid of all that yellowy color and get it all turned blue. It's almost the same color as the painter's tape, guys. Put this down here where I can work with it. Get it all squeezed back down to the bottom. I got a little water here, a little runnier. We'll see. Make sure it's all good and mixed up. Don't want no spots in it. Now, same as the sugar, we're just going to cut the corner open. so we can get this stuff into the block. Alright guys, that's how you epoxy fill your block. So now we got to wait about 30 minutes or so. It says 30 to, so I think it says 30 minutes. Let's see here. Yeah, it says after 30 minutes or so, remove the tape. Use a paper towel to clean the block surface. So like I said, we'll leave it sit for 30-45 minutes, and then we'll take the tape off and we'll clean up a little bit, and then it's going to take 24 hours for this to cure. So we won't touch it for 24 hours. So it'll be tomorrow. We'll come back, we'll drill the holes in it. And now guys, the reason why this is down a little bit, you want it down just a little bit. I got about an 1/8 inch there. And the reason why is we have to drill holes in this for the water jackets for the head, and if you leave that much room, that'll allow the water to flow around this cylinder and go through into the head, and it just flows a lot easier, a lot better, and it'll keep your engine cool. So hopefully this is going to work for us. It's supposedly supposed to work. It's supposed to be good to up to 1400 horsepower. So we're only going 6. This should help, should save the block, should keep us from damaging anything. So guys, I'll be back tomorrow, and we'll get the rest of this cleaned up, and we'll show you what else we have to do to it to get it done. So okay guys, it's been 24 hours. I've already pulled the tape off of it. So the next step to this process will be getting your head gasket, getting it on here, getting it all lined up. Getting everything on here looking good. Okay, it looks good. And then we have to drill every one of these water jackets out except for the ones here on the corners. We don't want to get that close. So let's get a So now everywhere you got a dot through here, well, these will be 2 holes. You have to drill a hole through there, and you don't want the hole to hit the cylinder sleeve or the block. You want it to be in the center, and you want epoxy around it, because if you touch the block or anything like that, it'll probably start chipping and falling out of there, and that's not what we want. We just want the water to be able to flow through here and get to the head. So we will drill those out. Okay guys, the guy in the kit said to use a 3/32 bit to drill your holes. What you definitely do not want to do is touch either the cylinder wall or the block wall. You want to make sure every time you drill is perfectly straight right down through the center, so you don't touch nothing, because if not, it's pretty much pointless. It'll break it'll fail. It just won't do its job. So I've got all the holes already kind of marked out. So I am going to go ahead and start drilling them and get them all done. Guys, use a very good drill bit doing this. Let me see if I can get you focused in on this. Let's see, I'm trying to get it to focus, but it melted the whole end of the drill bit off. It's almost to a point. There was nothing left of the drill bit. That's why it's taking me so long to get through it. Okay, the next step to this is just go ahead and blow it off, get it cleaned up, and we need to take it outside, and we will take this plug out of the side here, and then through the water pump inlet on right here where the rag is, we'll pull that out and we'll spray hot water in there, and it will melt all the sugar that's in here and clean everything out, and we'll wash it all down, and then this thing will be ready to get ready to put together. Won't be long. The next step after getting it washed and cleaned up, it'd be gapping our rings, and once we gap our rings, we're ready to put our pistons in. So guys, if this video helped you guys to learn how to Devcon or epoxy your block, please like, subscribe, hit the share button. It helps my channel grow, and I appreciate it, and we'll see you guys on the next video.